Good evening. We're beginning with breaking news in the crash of Asiana Flight 214. The pilots of that aircraft have now told federal investigators that they set the automatic throttle controls on the plane for a proper landing speed and then discovered to their surprise at the last moment that the plane had slowed far beyond that setting. Late today, the head of the National Transportation Safety Board gave us new details about the 4 pilots who were on board the Boeing 777 and what they were doing in the seconds before it crashed late Saturday morning while attempting to land at the San Francisco airport. John Blackstone in San Francisco has the latest on the investigation. John?
Scott, NTSB Chairman Deborah Hersman has just completed briefing us on interviews with these pilots. Of the 4 pilots, 3 of them were on the flight deck at the time of the landing. Here's what she had to say about the supervising pilot on the flight deck.
He reported that this was his first trip as an instructor pilot. This was the first time that he and the flying pilot that he was instructing had flown together.
Teams of NTSB investigators are examining the plane inside and out, locating and recording every piece of debris from landing gear ripped from the jet to the smallest piece of fuselage. The cockpit could hold clues to verify statements given by the pilots. The pilot in control of the plane was sitting in the left-hand seat. It was his first landing at San Francisco in a Boeing 777. He was being trained by the captain sitting in the right-hand seat. The senior pilot had more than 3,000 hours flying experience in a 777, but the airline says he was certified as a trainer just last month. The supervising pilot typically is responsible for taking control of the plane if something should go wrong.
At about 500 feet, he realized that they were low. He reported seeing 3 red and 1 white on a PAPI. He told the pilot to pull back.
The flight data recorder indicates the plane was traveling 40 miles per hour slower than it should have been for landing. So slow it triggered a warning system that shook the flight controls in the pilot's hands. An alert the plane was losing lift and about to stall. Just 1.5 seconds before the crash, the pilot attempted to abort the landing. The engine started speeding up, but it was too late to get them to full power.
In the interviews, the pilot said that they'd set the auto throttle, which is supposed to set the speed of the aircraft, at 137 knots. That's the typical landing speed for the 777. What the NTSB has to confirm now is whether or not those controls were working.
And the black boxes are likely to tell us that. John, thank you very much.